You ever met someone who speaks 3 or 4 languages, and your first thought is, damn, they must be a genius. But what if I told you, maybe they're not? Maybe learning a new language isn't hard. Maybe it's just different from what we were taught to believe. You see, most of us don't fail at learning languages because we're lazy or dumb. We fail because the way we approach it is broken. We treat it like a school subject. But language isn't math. It's not history. It's sound. It's emotion. It's rhythm. It's life. So today, let's break that illusion, that wall that says, I can't learn a new language. Because maybe you already can. You just forgot how. If you like this video, please hit the like button and give us a subscribe for our next coming videos. And if you had a bad day, maybe things didn't go as you like, please check out our video. Maybe you just missing feeling loved. Let's get straight to it. Remember your first language class? Repetition drills, memorizing verbs, writing down translations you'd forget the next day. That's not how kids learn to talk. No baby ever sat down and said, let me conjugate this verb. They listen, they mimic, they fail forward. But we, adults, were told the wrong story, that language equals grammar rules. So we analyze instead of absorb. We study, but we don't feel. And that's why it feels hard. Not because it is, but because we turned a human instinct into an exam. Here's the proof. You already learned one of the hardest languages in the world, your native tongue. You did it with 0 books, 0 Duolingo streaks, and 0 classes, just by existing. Think about it. You started with nothing. No vocabulary, no structure. Just sounds, faces, context. You listened, you copied, you failed, and suddenly you were fluent. The problem isn't ability, it's patience. Somewhere along the line, we stopped trusting the slow, messy process. We started chasing speed, apps, and hacks. But maybe learning isn't supposed to be hacked. Maybe it's supposed to be lived. Let me tell you something crazy. Your brain wants to learn new sounds. It's wired for it. But you have to feed it. Not with rules, but with real noise. You want to learn Spanish? Stop memorizing. Start hearing. Watch shows without subtitles. Listen to music and hum nonsense until it clicks. Because your brain doesn't need permission. It just needs exposure. Language learning isn't about forcing knowledge. It's about immersing yourself in confusion until your brain naturally starts to make sense of it. Confusion isn't failure. It's progress disguised as chaos. We live in a world that forgives broken language but celebrates effort. You ever notice how people light up when you try to speak their language, even a little? It's because language is connection, not perfection. When you say hello in someone else's tongue, you're not showing off intelligence. You're showing respect, and people feel that. So don't chase flawless sentences. Chase moments. Moments where you order food in another language and the waiter smiles. Moments where you finally understand a lyric without translation. That's fluency, not textbooks. If you can say one word, you're in. If you can mimic a phrase, you're closer than you think. The only difference between you and a fluent speaker is time spent listening. You don't have to move to another country. You don't have to be gifted. You just have to stay curious longer than it's comfortable, because that's what real learning feels like. Uncomfortable, slow, but unstoppable. So maybe learning a new language isn't hard. Maybe it's just honest work. Work that asks you to listen, fail, and try again, just like you did the first time you learned to speak. And maybe, if you stop calling it hard, you start realizing you're already learning just by watching this, just by wanting to. This is based on my own experience as a second language learner moving to the States. This is just maybe. Thanks for watching. And hey, maybe try saying goodbye today in a language you don't know yet. You might surprise yourself. Let me know down below. What language do you want to learn? And what is so hard about it for you? Please, if you like this video, give us a big thumb up and hit subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching.